welcome to another video. This time I've got a build video for you. I'm building my sister and brother-in-law their first gaming PC, their first proper machine, and I thought it'd be an ideal opportunity to have a look at the parts, get on with the build and show you what it looks like at the end. So let's have a little bit more of an in-depth look at the parts that we've got. So let's take a look at the parts a little bit more closely. We're building in a Phanteks P400 case, and like the Enthoo Pro M, this is an exceptional case to build in. Fortunately, thanks to a friend of mine, I've had the opportunity to build in one of these recently, or rather reshell a PC in one of these cases recently, and it was an utter joy to work in. For the motherboard, which I've taken the liberty of already taking out of the packet, we have a 990X gaming SLI from Gigabyte. The power supply is a Corsair CX500M. We have, for the SSD drive, a Corsair Force LE 240GB boot drive. In this packet over here is a Toshiba hard drive. It's just a 2TB 7200 RPM mechanical drive. Obviously we're going for a bit of a Corsair theme. We've got the Corsair Hydro H60 version 2. I'm using the same cooler, and two friends of mine are using the same cooler. We've not had any issues. Perfectly reliable units, absolutely superb. For the video card, we've got a Asus Radeon R9 380 with their better cooler and whatnot on there. I was going to go for the 2GB version, however, for literally the same price at Overclockers at the time that I bought the video card, you could get the 4GB version, so it was kind of a no-brainer, and that's what we went for. For memory, we've got some Kingston HyperX Savage. I was going to go for the Kingston HyperX Fury, but this was the same price, lower latency, etc., and I think slightly nicer coolers on there for this particular build. And kind of the main event really is this 6-core FX 6300. That is a 3.5GB CPU. It is unlocked as well, and we've got 14 meg of cache there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the machine together. I don't have enough room on my memory card in my camera at the moment because there's a lot of other stuff that I haven't taken off there yet to be able to do a time lapse. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to take all these out of their boxes, put them inside that box, and then see how it all came out in the end. So I hope you stick around and see what ends up happening. So just a sneak preview before I show you the completed build, if the camera will focus. Apart from finger marks, which are not a big deal, gotta say I'm pretty disappointed with something, and it's taken me kind of by surprise. However, there's a silver lining to this cloud. There is some considerable damage to the front panel on this Phanteks case. Now, I 100% assure you that that was not me at all. However, like a complete numpty, I missed it. I've built the system. The system is, well, absolutely required tonight, so I have no choice but to continue with the build. However, the silver lining to this, Phanteks have said that they can deal with it, but it would be quicker to go through my retailer who sold me the case. Now the retailer originally told me to contact Phanteks, which I did. They've kind of passed me back. I would just like to say, OverclockersUK, particularly a chap called Stuart, who has dealt with the RMA on this, you sir are an absolute star. Thank you so much. I'm not going to go fully into details. He knows what he's done, and I very much appreciate what he's done. I'm not going to go into full details, but suffice to say the front panel will be replaced tomorrow. The guy's gone above and beyond the Call of Duty on this, and I'm very, very happy about what he's done. One of the other things that I noticed, which I can't really show you because you can only really see it with the naked eye in sunlight, not that there's much out there at the moment now, but there is tremendous paint bubbling down this side as well. So I've got to be honest, I have no bad feeling towards Phanteks. I'm going to put this one down to, it's an error, mistakes happen, it's not a big deal, and they were willing to deal with it, they just couldn't deal with it in the time frame that I needed it dealt with. So their customer service is fantastic as well. I can't say any fairer. I have used a lot of Phanteks cases. As you guys know, I mean, my main system at the moment, which is getting replaced soon, is in an Enthoo Pro M. My X99 build coming soon will be in, again, the same case. So it is just one of them things, but I thought it was worth mentioning before, you know, we get on to having a look at the completed system, which we will get on to momentarily. So here we are with the completed build. Just give you a little look at the whole thing. We'll have a little look at my cable management as well while we're at it. Now, unfortunately, obviously video card power cables are a bit of an issue as it is, but I did my best there. The USB 3 header, this is why I like angled headers on the side of the motherboard there, so it'd be a lot easier, but as it had to be out, I've decided to make a bit of a feature of it. So let's have a little look and see what it looks like running Haven Benchmark. So here you can see we've got Haven Benchmark running. At this precise moment in time, it's about 110 frames a second roughly, although the system is benchmarking. This is in 1080p and it is on high settings. There's no anti-aliasing or anything. I haven't thrown that at it yet. I want to get a good baseline at the moment of what this R9 380 can actually do. Suffice to say, I am extremely impressed. At this current moment, it is scene 6 of 26 on the benchmark. We have at the moment a recorded minimum FPS of 22.9 and a maximum FPS of 113.4. Suffice to say, I think that this machine is going to do rather well for what it is that my sister and brother-in-law need to do. I will just say the Gigabyte motherboard that we've got in here, the 990X gaming SLI from Gigabyte, had a slightly unexpected feature in the fact that I didn't realise at the time of purchasing that it had RGB lighting. Well, I say RGB lighting, no it's not, it's just LED lighting because you can't change the colours. But it has a pulse mode, it has a static mode, it has a beat mode, which I assume is for music and whatnot. So that's a rather interesting thing. But all in all, the build's gone quite well. Like I say, unfortunately there was that problem with the case and the front panel. That is being rectified. It's not a massive issue, and I certainly don't hold it against Phanteks for that problem, seeing as how it's going to be corrected in the next few hours, so I'm not really that concerned. In my overall opinions of the machine, yep, wow, it's done rather well. I'm quite pleased, and including VAT in the UK, which is the value added tax at 20%, and including the delivery cost, this machine has cost a grand total of £630. To be quite honest, don't think it was too bad. I did blow the budget as we were trying to build to a total of £600. However, there were certain little upgrades and certain little bits and pieces here or there that I just couldn't walk away from. So I spent a little bit over what I intended. However, for £630 all in, this is one heck of a system. It really is, and it will do very nicely. So that's the completed system for my sister and brother-in-law, and as and when they start streaming and doing their bits and pieces on YouTube, I'll certainly give you all links and whatnot, and you'll be able to see some of the content that was created on this machine and some streaming and whatnot from this machine. Thank you very much for watching. Comment, subscribe, etc., and I will catch you all in the next video.